From now until 2040, the world will spend $100 trillion in infrastructure. So here at UCL, we created the MBA in Major Infrastructure Delivery, and we bring together an ecosystem of policymakers, the leading minds in academia, cutting-edge research, CEOs, infrastructure delivery professionals, all debating what is world-class, what is best practice, and that brings us forward to addressing the infrastructure gap. It is essential that we tackle these programs, these complex projects, and we understand how do we manage, how do we lead them, in order to get the efficiencies out of the systems and deliver outcomes to societies.
We obviously depend upon high quality, well-trained, properly educated, world-leading people to be able to deliver some of the most complicated and challenging, technically difficult and nationally important programs, certainly in the UK and more importantly in the world as well.
So mega projects like the Olympics here in London 2012 and in LA really transform the whole area around it and the communities. We can see Stratford, one of the most connected transportation hubs in London. That was a consequence of the Games. And LA, so we're going to see LA transform and change into the Art Deco capital of the world. We're going to see the green open spaces, and we're going to see public transportation really working.
We were asking ourselves the question, where do future leaders for infrastructure projects come from? Who trains them? Who develops them? We decided that what the industry really wanted was an MBA.
We are developing the future leaders. Major infrastructure projects, they are challenging leadership endeavors because as a leader, you're not leading on one team, but you're leading multiple teams.
The main reason why we do projects is because they generate benefits, not just so we can stick to budgets and schedules. The key challenge for us is to make a credible case for the significance of those benefits, not only to projects users, but, and this is particularly important for major projects, to wider society as well.
Major programs are not just technical endeavors. They are economic, political, organizational challenges. I lead teaching on structuring, governance and assurance so that our students are better equipped to work in complex environments, to make decisions under uncertainty, and to cope with the breadth of stakeholder expectations.
We don't train people for board activities, board level thinking. We just don't. There are some fundamental principles around what accountability means, around who's responsible for what, where is the evidence coming from, do you ask for evidence? So what we try to do with the MBA is to give people a short burst of expectations of their behaviour around the board, partly from people who are on boards, so that when they then, in due course, in some cases quite soon, arrive at a board, they're already equipped with some of the ideas they need to make sure that the board is doing the right thing and maybe to call them out.
Organisational design of the client organisation is hugely important in terms of delivering complex infrastructure that is so important to society today. That means you have to have the right client organisation and understand the best apportionment of risk between the client and the supply chain. To do that, you need to understand how you apportion those risks, what the right size of the client organisation should be, and how you actually have the necessary skills in that organisation to deliver the right outcomes.
Good delivery partners and a good delivery partner arrangement is where the delivery partner doesn't just work for the client, but works alongside the client, helping to delve into the problems, to listen deeply, to co-create solutions with the infrastructure owner. This sort of program management is not just about delivering projects. It's about orchestrating across complexity. And that's why the UCL MBA in Major Infrastructure Delivery is so important. It's a great place to start your journey if you're looking to learn how to orchestrate across complexity and deliver these big outcomes.
I'm not quite finished yet, but I've absolutely felt that this program has been transformational for me.
Since joining the course, I've actually taken a step up in my career, and I wouldn't be able to do that without the fantastic learning opportunity
that I've had through the MBA at UCL.
One of the things that I really enjoyed about the MBA was its flexibility. It gave you a much better balance between work, life and MBA, enabling that separation.
The networking opportunities and particularly some of the interactions with my classmates is one of the highlights of the program. All of my classmates in my cohort were very generous with their time, including inviting us to see some of their projects in the UK, and it really allowed me to bring back perspectives to Canada.
What I found truly invaluable is the mentorship program. My mentor is a CEO in one of the largest mega programs in the UK, and his access, his philosophical approach, and to learn from his experiences in leadership has been absolutely invaluable.
I have just finished the MBA and will be graduating from the MBA next week. So each of the students is allocated a mentor. In my case, that was the chief executive of Tideway. He was chief executive until quite recently, Andy Mitchell. It really gives you the opportunity to put yourself in the shoes of how a chief executive and an executive person in a mega project thinks, how they operate, some of the challenges that they have to overcome.
The MBA has been a great journey for me to really develop my theoretical understanding of topics that directly relate to my role in supply chain management, whether that be procurement, governance, leadership, stakeholder management, or financing. And what that's enabled me to do is to develop new ways of thinking, new industry practice that I can then take and through a theoretical lens, apply some evidence and science to how that's going to be implemented in my role at HS2.
And one of the real drivers for me to be involved within these programs to deliver these benefits is to have women in these spaces. It's really, really important to me to have a diverse range of people to be able to drive forward these major programs that leave a lasting legacy for generations to come.